wildlife. I got the hat on, but it's just a hat. There's a different brain up under it. So for anybody tuning in, thinking that you was getting ready to see a little bit of buffoonery, foolishness, or some type of comical type of ordeal. Not this time. This is Motell Granite up under this hat. So we got Sergeant Richard Gabby, who I just want to make it clear is representing an individual. Representing. And representing, again, a wildlife and a wild card. Now, I personally like to take things back to like the game of Uno, where we play and have fun. But unfortunately, life, making money, and success don't have anything to do with that. So I got the hat on right now. And the hat is, for anybody that's been following, the hat represents, Sergeant Richard Gabby. So I'm able to, Sergeant Richard Gabby gives off examples from a comical standpoint about real issues, politics, racism, and maybe the points are missed, so I need to stop. Or I felt like today is the day to stop and say, with the equipment on, to give an image, but yet to show that it's about the brain power. So Sergeant Richard Gabby is not up under this hat. He's not. Wildlife, solo life, being your own man, and figuring this thing out. Knowing that people talk about you behind your back, laugh with you in front of your face, are interested in sleeping with your woman, and don't mind telling other buddies or whatever that they'll kill you. So this is the wildlife. A lot of y'all too got people smiling in your face, knowing all the time they want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Now, that's not a coincidence. That's an Ohio posse that put something like that together. But wake up, Let me take the hat off for a second because I don't want the hat to throw you off. My hair is wild because, again, we're talking about wildlife. There goes that whole concept again about Sergeant Richard Gabby, and from a comical standpoint, trying to release some things from a political, like a racism type of a concept as well. So that's the back print behind Sergeant Richard Gabby being maybe a detective or somebody in the police force that is looked at as authority. Now, I'm not going to go through everything, but just a few. Just a few. for anybody that has been watching or paying attention or who cares at all, not saying that you got to, but this is not a Cleveland Browns hat at this point. Usually when you see this hat, it's King Dutchy. King Dutchy is yet another comical character who does buffoonery and look ridiculous as well in talking about rapping and being a rapper. Old age, over 40, even over 40. I was about to say something else, but over 40 rapper. Once again, wild card, wildlife, wild. So I go wild with King Dutchy and rapping about dreams of, maybe getting a record deal. Now, a lot of this stuff, for anybody that knows anything about me, casts spell or is a part of my history. Almost making it as a rapper with the Mental Block, who are some great young men. And just for the record, I wanted the Mental Block to make it. I wanted the Mental Block to make it. And I still strive from time to time, but I really don't like to bother people. Just in case my thought process of us doing music, again, is comical. Just in case I'm the idiot and that is missing the point. Let it go was the chant of my ex-wife, even in my early 30s, maybe even late 20s. Let it go. I learned early that it's dangerous when they have control of your life or some aspect of the way you do things. So once again, King Dutchy exercises a ghost in my life, not fulfilling or performing on a high level. Because I didn't want King Dutchy just to represent me in the rap part, I make myself, Motell Granite, who's the real person, rap as well. And I've celebrated and gotten to a point where I don't even care what somebody else thinks. But most people, they just leave you alone or don't support you. But at this stage, which I am very thankful to God for, I have 59 subscribers and over or close to 2,300 views, which is big to me. So King Dutchy is representing, again, the tomfoolery and the, wild card aspect of my life, which is pretty neat, and I'm thankful for. So King Dutchy is representing the rap world, and I hope the Mental Block is still able to make it, if that's in the cards. If not, I hope this whole network marketing thing with the Good Always Win brand and Kold Krown opens up some doors for me to continue to be, who I want to be in this world. As the acting world has not been opened up yet, really. I flirted with it, but maybe we'll get there. So I take that one off, and to say, this here, now this is new, but this character, for anybody that has seen recently, who I invented, and I love a whole lot. Nebuchadnezzar is his name. And all this really is, for anybody that needs to know, is it's a piece of paper that's rolled up that looks like either a cigarette, cigar, a blunt, or something like that. But it's just a piece of paper that's rolled up, and it's a prop that's created for. So again, up under this hat right now is not Nebuchadnezzar. It's not Ned. It's me expressing that what this character can be an example of is an older man who has a mechanic shop or has a career that he may or may not be happy with. And is a lot older than what he's given off. So that could be me to a certain extent, of actually maybe being older than what I portray. I'm 45. I'm 45 years old. But portraying an image of a gentleman that could be in his 70s and beyond is what the point is. And by discussing pieces of him working and owning his own shop, and with the cigarette piece or whatever this here, just constantly flapping back and forth, it's like a prop that's used to try and create a diversion because of want to be wild and to throw different things at people that's paying attention, to try to distract them and try to keep their attention, all because I'm trying to bury and hide really what the whole concept is about. But I can actually sit in the same spot and do every video because the content and the point that I'm making is what I feel personally is the strongest thing. So I'm excited about building some more things with Nebuchadnezzar. And I get a chance to, without having to pay for a psychologist or a counselor or anything, I get to be my own counselor as I go through multiple characters with Sergeant Richard Gabby, with King Dutchy, Nebuchadnezzar. I got Goggles. I also have Dr. Wolfgang Goodlevel, who is, I don't have the props for that piece at this point, but more stuff to come, and I'll just be me. But I want to give a shout out right now to my 59 subscribers, and I want to give a shout out and a blessing to my future 56 million plus subscribers. And I want to thank all of you guys in advance because it's coming and it's going to happen. So Ned, again, is an older gentleman who still got a lot of oomph. So some people think that when you get to a certain point, a certain age in your life, that you just got to give up and don't have no power, no energy. That's bull. I plan on being wild forever. Along with like Richard Pryor, along with my favorite Red Fox, anybody that knows that, Sanford and Son, man. So if you ever want to get me a gift, get me a Red Fox t-shirt, Sanford and Son, something. That part is cool with me. But the Dr. Wolfgang Goodlevel is more like a raunchy type of a doctor who is more like a, he's definitely, but he it's kind of like horny or really a nerd or a geek who, as a physician, has a desire to be with women that don't want to be with him. And he sometimes leans on his title to believe that his title will be enough for the women to desire him. And in real life, that doesn't always work. You can have a high title and still not be liked by a number of people. So Dr. Wolfgang Goodlevel is a representation of a professional man who desires to be with women and can't because he's a square. And I know if you have dialogue with women nowadays, they say, oh, I'm not like that. I'm not that way. I don't care about whether somebody's square or not. It's just the way he treats me. But this doctor guy gets to listen to a lot of dialogue from different people. And I made him comical and a buffoon as well because he gets into confrontations with people. I had one where I talked about him getting into a confrontation with a older woman before the show, which hints towards the glasses that I wear with the one lens that's out. And he got into an altercation with a little boy who tripped him. He fell and the lens came out, and both of them are premises is running to get on the show because Motell Granite is this dictator and this tyrant who demands all of your time and your effort. So they're like fearful of the Motell Granite, who represents a boss, a person who holds an anchor over the top of your head. But I want to change that as time progresses because I don't want that to be what Motell Granite is, and to bring these characters to a different light. So today I wanted to expand on a little bit on each one of them that I can think of at this impromptu moment. But Dr. Wolfgang Goodlevel is a guy that wishes that women liked him. And that plays an intricate part sometimes, for me personally, having that desire to be likable and in a situation of being respected by women. Because of the Mars and Venus thing, that kind of creates some kind of confusion in my own little silly little mind. But so Dr. Wolfgang Goodlevel is I broke my glasses. That's what happened. I ended up sitting on them. Those were my favorite glasses. And I sat on them, and that one lens broke. But I had actually broke down the middle of the glasses, so I had black tape from football that I had put on there to try to hold that thing together. The glasses just got to be more and more ridiculous, and I just try to keep them in life and give them mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. So I came out with, the Dr. Marion, Tulu, Fisk, character, and Fitzgerald, Pat, Holzinger, Wolfgang, Goodlevel character. So that was fun, but that's still another wild card, another wild part of life. The weather is changing outside and it's getting a little bit colder, but I still plan on bringing now that my athletic season is over at this point. I'm about to start bum rushing. I'm about to be all good, always win network type thing. And network marketing. Now another character to discuss real quick is Goggles. Goggles is the guy who has multiple glasses on top of his head. And each one of those sets of glasses should be representing a brain power, a thinking process, of being intelligent. So Goggles is an intelligent individual. Each set of glasses represents a different mind or a different set of powers inside of the brain. So just the character. And then his main thing is anger. So I get a chance to from a comical standpoint, to be the angry man that I am inside of this character. So when I say about self-therapy, this is what I mean. Also, Goggles is hilarious. I had the one incident with the relationship with the woman, and then I shocked myself and a couple of other people, at least one other person, with an ending that I did. So how he changed gears, I thought that was pretty neat. Goggles is all bark and no bite. He's an innocent character. He's angry and pissed off because he doesn't get his way. And that causes a major issue for him, but he gets to express himself just complaining. So Goggles just kind of complains all the time. Complains about everything. Bad relationships. Complains about, being treated a certain kind of a way, which I'm starting to notice is a trademark of who Motell Granite is, which is Maurice only tells everything leading to the Lord and never takes anything for granted. So I'm starting to notice that in my characters that I'm pissed off about a lot of stuff. And I'm demanding now through consistency, persistence, and hard work to be paid astronomical amounts of money. And that is the goal, and that is what's going to happen. And like Rick Ross said, I push and I push. I push and I push. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm like a 45 caliber, not just my age, but I'm actually, and me being has caused me to behave in a certain way that sometimes is unethical, and I really don't give a shit. But sometimes I do care. I don't have anything to do with anybody else's brain, the way they think, the way they function. But Goggles don't. He only just interested in complaining. And he's innocent, but he complains. So that's that little kid or something that's inside of me, coming up from East Cleveland on Delmont, down by Lakeview in the cemetery, in that almost breathless environment, not knowing anything about St. Ed's or St. Ignatius, who from an athletic standpoint just Friday took us apart. So I can understand why there's a sense of inferiority amongst urban youth when it comes to suburban individuals who appear to have it all. And Goggles gets a chance to be pissed off and express that aspect. Now, another character, and I'm getting ready to close up here pretty soon, is I Do Trelac. I Do Trelac is kind of uncontrollable. I think I really get the largest aspect of life and who I am, because I Do Trelac is truly, and I'm going to hold this there for a few seconds because this is, I Do Trelac is this. I Do Trelac is, I don't understand the reason I can't live like a king. I don't understand it, and neither do I. I don't understand it. So sometimes I try to bring, oh, by the way, I'll give a shout out again to Uno in case y'all want to pay me to be a front person for Uno cards, because I would. So big shout out to Uno. Y'all get with me. Put me on and let me do commercials and make a lot of money for y'all and make a lot of money for myself. I don't care about what y'all cut is. I just want my cut. And I'll be all right from there, because something is always better than nothing. But I do tree lac is, that's the $2.5 million question, by the way, for starters. I do tree lac is Nebuchadnezzar, King Samuel poem. He's Motell Granite. He's King Dutchy, Goggles. Certain principles of Sergeant Richard Gabby. Not really a whole lot of, well, I guess a small piece of Dr. Wolfgang Good Level, but he's really not a joke. In my opinion, he's not a joke. And I do tree lac out of all characters, whatever, really displays my sometimes intensity to want to kill for what I feel like I need. How long does one have to live like a bum or almost unsanitary from a lifestyle standpoint and be overlooked and people feeling like they're manipulating or taking advantage of me based off of some kindness that I display? I had said in one of my songs before about long dead the gentleman, you know, and then that was part of now changing gears, and now that I'm 45, I need all of mine now. I don't want anybody else's. I want all of mine. So even this aspect of living this wildlife entanglement with multiple women, or being caught up in controversial, hotel ordeals or out of town relationships, connections, or whatever it is. Big shout out to LJ for her presentation yesterday, which was, in my opinion, which is needed for womankind. So a shout out to her for being brave enough to get in there and to do that. And somebody has already requested to have more relationship talk with LJ, and if she's willing, I'm definitely would be flattered and honored if she would do more discussions. So she was a change of pace, and that's what I'm really willing to bring to the table now, is different people with different aspects, because I'm mostly intrigued by the brain, even though I am do have a lot of nympho-like characteristics, because but those tendencies are a part of my flesh, and they do not clash with me spiritually as far as I'm concerned. I still feel at peace and feel relieved from anything that I receive. That wasn't trying to rap neither. That was just. So if you think I feel bad about anything that I do, news break, I don't. I feel like and this is where the King Samuel poem part kicks in, the I do tree lac Um, I feel like I deserve or earn whatever I get. And that is true. I feel like I've earned it. So I am the king and I am the prize. Make no bones about it. I am the prize. And I haven't been completely behaving that way, but I'm getting there. I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to value me and my body. Starting to value it for myself, even if others don't. I'm starting to value it more. And some drastic changes may occur. This is like day 2 off of the heavy grind. And I have to figure out, how do I want to grind next? How do I want to do it? But whatever way that I do it, if I still have breath in my lungs, I'm going to do it with a lot of power. And I'm also expecting a lot of money to come out of it. So let me throw these hats back on again real quick. Get a chance to see, for you to call out the name of this person. You got that name. And then we have this one. And last but not least, we have this prop right now today with me. So at the other locations, I have different props and stuff, but today is Sunday, and today was an impromptu type of thing to bring the characters a different set of light to the audience that's listening. You guys get a chance to dig deeper into my brain and me expressing why the tomfoolery is necessary. Because the big cliche or the big statement that I've heard before is either you laugh or you cry. And you all haven't seen me cry yet, but I've been choosing to do laughter instead. So you may see crying. I am so ready to open up with some acting stuff. I'm so ready to unleash that beast, and just to show how deep and how sincere and ready I am to be on the big screen and to bring a certain amount of emotion to people that they may not have been in tune or in touch with for a long time. Some kind of a smooth criminal type of emotional man that can make you cry or make you laugh. And that person is on screen in one movie. And that formula comes with my character every single time that I do a movie. So scripts will have to be written, or possibly can be written, to cater to that. So y'all can get somebody else to do it. That's fine. I don't have, whatever y'all want to do, y'all can do. But if y'all choose to use me, I'm a workhorse. And also I'm very, 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 very. So today's topic is called wild. And like a boar or some kind of buffalo, bison, or antelope. Or let me give a shout out to Master P and Calio Projects and anybody affiliated with the tank. And I always love that music. So as y'all can see, my mind is all over the place. Master P just came up, but and the Calio Projects. So for down south, this is a shout out for everybody down south that's living, and whether you or not, I still got a lot of love for you. You don't have to be. Some people may say I'm not wild, but I'm getting ready to close this off. I want to thank you guys again for tuning in and listening to anything that I have to say. So this was a description of the characters and stuff that I have. So once again, God bless you guys. Y'all take care of yourselves.